Hello Barflies fans, this is Coach Pete with another game replay. This one is from 2022, where Düsseldorf was guest at Bochum Barflies. At bat we have Bonn, number 21. He's the starting catcher for Düsseldorf. This is their second team. Pitching we have Christian Tice. This game took place on the 24th of April in 2022 in Bochum. It's a Landesliga game for the DSL NRW. Game time was 3:03 p.m. And leading off with a base hit, that's Bonn. In there with the sliding play at the base. Over at first base, that's Ilya. Hitting the ball and sliding into first. So the runner's on. Runner on first. And in the number 2 slot is Sander, number 45. Apologies for the top half of this inning. Went through and checked the video, and the home plate camera wasn't up and running yet. And so here we have the top of the first is through our auxiliary camera. Typically we'll have this camera pointing somewhere in the infield, depending on where we're looking at a focus each day. So sometimes we'll have it over at the first base to kind of catch those close plays over at first. So taking off with the pitch is Mon over to second. Ball was in the dirt, got away, but only one base there. If you look closely up to the called strike, if you look on the right hand side of the screen, you'll see the light mask, and that's where we're going to be setting up our center field camera. Not really center field, more right center, more right field than center field. But I'm going to try to see how that works throughout the summer. During our first replay test of the off season that we released against Dortmund, there were some couple issues that we believe we've taken care of here in terms of scoring the game and tagging the game. For all you techies out there, it was basically a depth problem. What's happening behind the scenes for this year, there's the stream deck. With each of the buttons on the stream deck, there's a button action, and that button action triggers a script in the background. That script is going to go out and record an action, and at the end of the play, there's another script that will run through and kind of collect all of those different individual actions, put them into a record, and save it off to a file. And what was happening in our first test is that the script wasn't saving the JSON file in the background properly. was flattening at one point and only going a couple parts in depth into the depth of the basin. So for all you techies out there, make sure that you know how you're piping your commands throughout your scripts, and that you put the right property for an action in the right part of that pipe command. So out of the gate, it looks like Chris doesn't have that much control. He's kind of struggling to get the ball over the plate. A lot of balls in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike. He's gone to 3 balls on every batter. There's a pick over to third, runner safe. I don't remember the details of this game, but an April game would be early in the season. Top fly. Oh, that's a diving catch from that shortstop, it looks like. Good job. I believe over at shortstop we got Marcel Panger. I'm going to swing on this. Just going back to that, the ball wasn't caught there. He swooped in there for a single and had a stolen base there. So just getting the scoreboard updated there. In the first test, we were just testing the spore bug and making sure the controls all work. In this game, we're also testing the tagging system so that we'll be able to go back and extract all of those individual plays from the live feed without having to go back and scroll through and find it. So a wild pitch off to the visitors' dugout area. Wasn't far enough for the runners to advance. Had a full count, no one out. Payoff pitch. That's a single into right field, right past the second baseman. 1 run is going to score. The throw, second run is safe, and who is that? That's Vips in there for a single. He'll advance over to second on the fielder's choice. So still nobody out. Düsseldorf already has 3 runs on the board. Coming up is the number 5 spot. Runner on second. This is Solinsky for a called strike 1. Inside for ball 1. So 2022 was a growth year for the Barflies. Strike 3, drop first strike, but no indication to advance. So runners out. So strike 1, out number 1. Up next is in the number 6 spot is Thorens. So that first out is a strikeout is got to be a confidence builder for Chris. See how he keeps going. He got the outside corner. And it's early in the season, so I believe that this game there was only one. This is the second game of the season. A little chopper over to third. Stays foul though. Strike number 1. Runner goes. It's over the head of Patrick, and so he's going to be easy in there for stolen base. It looks like Patrick and Chris are trying to get on the same page. Sure they got the signs right. So after a lot of wild pitches in the dirt, it looks like Chris is kind of going a little bit over the head now, overcompensating the other direction. Yeah, I mean, that was a good pitch. Strike 3. You see that movement on there, the slider. So 2 down, 2 back-to-back strikeouts for Chris. Got a runner at third. See if they can get out without any more damage. Pumping the game today are the is the Schmaltz family. I just see the just noticed the wave. So again, we're working out the technical difficulties. There's the audio wave for my voice in the lower right corner, and out taking that off. Oh, the pitch is right on the edge. They look okay from this angle, but again, it's difficult to see with the different angles and the different lenses. So runners at the corners, 2 down. Runner goes. And the backdoor pick out. He got him. Got the runner trying to sneak in from third. So that will end the inning for the Barflies. Düsseldorf gets 3 in on 5 batters. There's going to be 1 left on base. And I need to take a note here because, like I said, we're testing this all out. And on that backdoor pick action, the out did not cycle through. And so we will fix that in our next test. These are all the fun plays that you have, all the various actions within baseball. Make it a lot of fun to try to decode and make sure that everything's working correctly. So here in this scenario, we have a backdoor pick from the catcher, and so we'll have to add that to the list to get picked for the next run. But we do have the fallback scoreboard update, so we're able to update the score for the bottom of the due up for the Barflies, and here it looks like the camera is being hoisted above the backstop, and so we can take a quick pause here while we switch camera views. Alright, so we get to follow along as Düsseldorf wraps up their infield routine. Due up for the Barflies, we got Froning, Bruckmann, and Balk. Froning's out there in center field today. Kevin is at second base, and Patrick Balk over at third base. So here we have a better angle, better view. This is the upgraded camera that we have. When we first started recording, we had a Panasonic a Panasonic HCV757 24 megapixel camera, and that was the view that you saw in the top of the first. We started recording back, when was that? Back in 2014, and it was really just to start getting some highlight things that we could post on social media, things of that nature. But as with all technology, everything is better, and we upgraded then probably 2018, I would say. So Toby strikes out for out number 1, and a miss on an outside pitch. So our new camera, again, the Panasonic, it's an HCV777. The reason we went with the Panasonic was because their power cable actually ends in USB, so it's real easy to in that setup to attach the camera to a USB power bank, and the power bank keeps it recording the whole time. One of the issues we discovered when we did upgrade the camera, though, is that with the higher resolution, it also takes up more capacity for a game. So on the first camera, we were getting away with a 64 gigabyte memory SD card for each of the games, but when we did upgrade, then we blew through that. And so now we're running with 128 gigabyte SD card. There's a high fly. Got it charging in from the center fielder. He's not going to make it. The shortstop couldn't make the angle on it either, so that's going to drop in for a single for Kevin. A high blooper. That catches that dead area in between the shortstop and the center fielder. So there you got Patrick Bach. Patrick's in from Ennepetal, a former second Bundesliga player. And as the Raccoons lost their field at the end of 2021, a few of them came over to us. Some went over to Dortmund, some went to, I believe, Düsseldorf. Their first team has some from Ennepetal. Back swing, but still in their first strike. Check swing, but got the bat. Is going to get in there to the second baseman for a count out to first. But that moves Kevin over to running scoring position over at second base. And up next is Marcel. Marcel also over from Ennepetal. And a chopper back up the middle is through, and it's going to score Kevin. Kevin charging around third base, so Marcel on a chopper right up the middle is going to score Kevin for the Barflies' first run of the game. For the Barflies is Patrick Schultz. He's starting at catcher.
War zu langsam. Niklas, weit vorne. Right, right. Play!
Runner goes, and it's in there for strike 3. So, 1 run in, and it looks like the scoreboard didn't pull that run, so update that. Probably my mistake on that score. If I think back to the sequence. But Bochum comes out with 1 run, heading into the top of the second. Düsseldorf on top, 3-1. Now would be a good time to go grab some snacks. While you're at it, go ahead and smash that like button for YouTube. Make sure that you're subscribed to our channel for all of our games in 2024. All our games, highlights, our interview series. We have several guests lined up throughout the past couple of weeks as I've been traveling throughout the region for various trainings. So I'm attending the stringer training as well as the umpire speed training. And I've been to Rottingen and Wassenberg. But meeting up with a lot of other people from the region that are also going through the training and meeting new people, and have several people lined up now. There's a ball right up first pitch, swing on, and it's going to be over there to Patrick at third, throwing him out to Ilya at third. So, 1 pitch to 1 out. Good way to start the inning. Batting 9th is Kolker. Another first pitch swing for a foul ball, strike number 1. And it's 2. Low for ball 1. So be on the lookout for those announcements in the coming weeks as we go and record those interviews. Chris is still struggling today with the spread. He's spraying left and right, up and down. Maybe ball 4. With the runner on, back to the top of the lineup for Düsseldorf. This is Bonn for his second at bat. In his first plate appearance, he singled. This was that play grounder towards first baseman, and with the sliding attempt from Ilya to put the runner on the fourth. Bonn was able to get in. So see what he has with runners on. Called strike 1.
Okay, Felix. Hey, Felix, let's go now. Back! Go! Go! Easy! Take it!
So the overthrow moves the runner to second. So if you see some of these long pauses, I'm taking notes here as part of our test process here. So we make sure that we clean up all of these actions as we go forward into our third test. Again, this is the second test. This is Düsseldorf versus Bochum. Düsseldorf at Bochum from April 2022. You can inside for Bochum. Runner gets over to third easily on the wild pitch. So this is Thunder, his first time up, he walked, and he's now facing a 2-2 count as he fouled it off. Right up that middle, ricochets off of tight, and everything's going to be late. So off of the ricochet, he's going to be safe. That first was a single. And that's going to score Bonn from, I think that was Bonn. Third. Runner goes, and he's got him. Nice caught stealing. Good throw, solid action by Kevin at second. So from Patrick to Kevin, they get the runner trying to go to second. To get out of the inning. That would be one for the replay. That is our next step on our to-do list with this replay, is to set up the replay buffer. So on plays like that where it boom boom and get out of the inning, we have some time here to go back and replay that. So that's what we'll be working on for the next game. All right, so looking at the official score sheet from the top of the second, it was Coulter that scored on mistake, and it wasn't Vaughn had struck out. So we had the 5-3 to start the inning on our first pitch ground out, and then there was a walk, a strikeout from Vaughn, and the first base single RBI for Sander, and then on the bases, Sander was put out, off stealing 2-4. So as we head in the bottom of the second, it's Düsseldorf up 4-1. Two up for the Barflies, which may have Ilya, Tights, and Sven. Sven, unfortunately, has moved to Switzerland at the end of the 2020 season, so he's been following along. Shout out to you, Sven. Great to see that you're sharing everything. And so, as a member, come back anytime. Good to have Sven. One of those rookies. He had Rookie of the Year, and fell in love with baseball. And from what I understand, he's also playing in Switzerland on the team over there.
Was geht's da, Jungs? Den geht an die 1. Aus geht an die 2. Ja, ab geht's, Niklas. Let's go, Niklas. So wie eben. Genauso weiter.
So Ilya first swing, and the third baseman's not able to handle it, so he's going to get in there. Tough play as he's coming across the diamond to handle that ball. A slow roller. I don't have a lot of time to make that play. And might have been trying to barehand it, which is always difficult on a roller. So Ilya in there at first on the first pitch. First base, strike one. And it's a pop-up in the infield, right field, side, left field, third baseman. And takes a fly out to the third base. So here's Sven. Take strike one. On deck is Daniel Luna. For anyone that's watched our first interview series with Audrey and Scott from the Düsseldorf Buccaneers, you might have noticed that the audio was a little bit, let's say, muted in some spots. And we've gone out and upgraded our microphones, so we now have a couple lavalier mics, and that is what I'm recording on at the moment. So Ilya decided to go on that one and got in there on a stolen base. So here's Daniel. Oh, good line drive over the second baseman, and that's going to score Ilya coming around third to score. An RBI single for Daniel. We'll put another one on the board for the Barflies. And back to the top of the lineup is Toby. He struck out his first time up. Fouls back the first pitch. Strike one. Nice beat. He's going to get in there for a double. Fly ball in the gap for Toby between right and center. That's going to move Daniel over to third base. At bat is Kevin, our second baseman. He's going to pop up straight up to the catcher. Oh, and he's going to hit the catcher, roll out of bounds, so it's a fair ball, live ball. Tough play for the catcher to make. His back's turned. When it's straight up like that, that's going to load the bases up for Patrick Bach. A wild pitch, but the runners hold. Another blooper up over and just out of reach from the shortstop. That's going to score 2 and Kevin's going to hold at second though on the throw. So that scores 2. Just out of the reach of the shortstop, right up the middle. That brings up Marcelo to the plate. His first at bat, he also singled. And he gets hit by a pitch, which will load the bases up again for Patrick Schultz. So the 2 RBI single from Patrick Bach ties the game at 4. Hit by pitch loads the bases, 2 more runners in scoring position, and 2 out. Patrick Schultz, his first at bat, he struck out. And he missed strike 1. So going back to our camera setup, we have a pulley system on our backstop poles. So on our backstop we have a net and poles about every 2.5 feet. And we attached the carabiner to the top of the pole with a pulley and cord, and we have mounted on the bottom. We attach a platform that slides up the pole where we mount the camera. There's a grounder right up the line to third base, and that's going to score 2 more. Move Marcel all the way over to third. He's going to stand up double for Patrick. Nice ground ball right over the bag at third. Nice diving play by the third baseman, unable to knock it down as the ball goes all the way to the fence, and it's going to left field. Couldn't pull it in to prevent the double. So Ilya follows that back, scores 2 more. So the Barflies go up 6-4. So already one time through the lineup, Ilya in his first at bat singled. He led off the Barflies in the inning. He scored on Daniel's single. He gets another line drive fly ball to deep right center field. That's going to score 2 more. Clearing the runners in front of him. Also, again, with another stand-up double. So 5 runs so far in the second. And this is going to be a pop-up into the infield. Nobody takes it, and no one's at first, and so that's going to move the runner third. And miscommunication on Dusseldorf's part is going to allow that ball to fall right in between the 3 infielders. So swing and a miss, but Tice in there for a stolen base. Then second time up, his first time up he struck out. And strikes out again to end the inning. But the Barflies put up 5. No, they put up 7. They put up 7 in the second inning to go up by 4. So it appears that for our test, good thing that we're running this test because it appears that some of these runs are not registering through the script. So we will take a look at that. We can take this inning back and run it through the automated script to check it out. So due up for Düsseldorf, we have the non-miser, Coulter, and Barnes. Scratch that. That was inning number 3. Inning number 3, top of the third, we got Rocco, Wirtz, and Solinsky. Rocco singled in the first, Wirtz singled in the first, and Solinsky struck out.
Dani! Hey, let's go, da kommt schon! Jetzt halt mal ein bisschen runter hier. Dafür gesehen, da. Ja, genau so, weiter!
So despite Chris's control issues today, he still struck out 3 in 2 innings. And he's only walked 3. So far he's walked 3. And then this that's going to hit him, moving first. So hit by pitch to lead off the inning for Rocco. So with the runner on, that's going to bring up Viet. Looked like it was a beautiful day back then. Sun is shining, bright, fluffy clouds. Perfect baseball weather, just judging from the video. Runner goes. It's a swing and a miss. Yeah, the runner's in there. So Rocco's in there. For a stolen base. So was that a hit and run that was on, or swinging while the batter's feet? Trying to catch the runner off guard, but second baseman not home for the throw. Wild pitch in the dirt. Runner moves over to third. Trying to sneak that for the backdoor pick. Unable to handle the throw was Gatwick, but it stayed in the area, so no advance from the run. Pop fly and it's going to be in between. Who got it? The right fielder's got it. Tagging up on the play and scoring is Düsseldorf. So 2 down, bases are clear. Düsseldorf puts another one on the board. 5-8. Bochum. Soft grounder to shortstop. Marcelo handles the ball in a nice throw over to first base for the out. So that will do it for Düsseldorf in the third. They get one on. So hit by pitch on the leadoff batter comes back to haunt the Barflies with a 1 run, a sac fly. Hit by pitch and a sac fly to score 1. Coming up for the Barflies, we have Daniel, who singled in the second. Then we have Toby, he's striking out in the first and doubled in the second. And then Kevin, who got singled in the first. It's first run for the Barflies in the first, but then he had that error, reached on an error. Now that was the fly ball, where it was difficult for the catcher to get turned around and get the ball. There we go, Daniel leading off. Daniel's been a great member of the team. Grounder to short, unable to handle it, but still able to come up. And looks like he beat out the throw. Good hustle. So the grounder over the short, unable to handle juggling the ball, almost recovered fast enough to make the throw to first, but Daniel hustling over there to beat out the throw. Likely go down as an error. fun to go back and watch these games from a few years ago. No idea what's coming next. I do have the official score sheets, but I put them on the screen so that I don't see things until the inning's over. Right, so I kind of take it off the screen. So after the end of the inning, that's why I'll go back and I can say, okay, back in this inning was a double and rounded out in first and things like that. But as they're happening on this replay, I don't see what's happening. So here we go. Toby is for his third at bat. He has a strikeout and a stand-up double. Runner goes, swing and a miss, or a foul back. So Daniel, all excited, needs to go back to first. Oh, now he gets the run. See that? Okay. There's no throw, but the shortstop's over there pretending like a throw's coming, forcing a slide. That's a good way to get people injured. That's one of the things that I don't really appreciate at our levels. I'm not sure if that's even allowed at our level to take a tag. But Toby's staying alive here. Actually, that happens quite often. Actually, you'll see that more often than is necessary here in our league. Right? There's no throw being made. There's no reason to be going and pretending that a ball's coming. Oh, line drive. And Daniel was going, and yeah, that's going to double him up on the line drive. Unfortunate for the Barflies, just like that. Bases are cleared and 2 outs. Kevin's up and he's shorting straight at the shortstop through his legs. And going to give Kevin the opportunity as a base runner on first. So this is where we did the damage in the other inning, in the second inning with 2 outs. And the heart of the lineup up. So yeah, unfortunate line drive there. It was really close, just a little bit farther to the side would have been a harder play for the play on Toby. And from Daniel's judgment, he probably envisioned that hitting the ground and getting through. So another kickoff move over to first. But Kevin forcing the error with his hard grounder to short, gets on base. That's going to foul down the line. Wild pitch is going to move Kevin over to second base. So the runner in scoring position, and the Barflies capitalize on that error. Full count. So Patrick draws a walk. We got two runners on. And here's Marcel. He single base hit RBI in the first inning, and hit by pitch and scored in the second. There's some aggressive base running from Kevin, drawing the ear of the pitcher, taking his concentration away from the plate. And it's a single all the way, going to be all the way to the fence on the right field line. Kevin's easy in there for a score. They're going to hold Patrick at third, and so a stand-up double for Marcel. Nice double up to the first baseline. Called strike underneath the elbows.
Wer kennt die Regeln? Nicht diskutieren, nicht diskutieren.
And you miss for strike two. Ball gets away, and that's going to score a run on the wild pitch. And move Marcel over to third. So another run scores. Again, with two outs, Barflies have scored two. And there's a nice line drive over the third baseman. Diving catch, diving by the left fielder, unable to come up with it. Stop it, gets almost all the way back to the wall, and sliding in for a triple is Patrick. What a hit. Great action by the left fielder to try to save it, but he wasn't able to get to it in time. And so the ball rolled almost all the way back to the fence, scoring two. scoring one. The other score was the other runner was already home on the wild pitch. But nice dribble by Patrick. So Ilya also had a double in his last at bat, a 2 RBI double. Had a single and scored in the second. To lead off the second. Oh, called on the outside edge for a strike. Drawing a walk is Ilya. And up to bat is the pitcher, Chris Rice. Called strike one as Ilya moves over to second. So 2 runners in scoring position now, 2 down. Follows it back. Swing and miss, strike 3. So that will do it for Bochum in the third. But with 2 outs, double play to get the first 2 runners on. But a line drive, doubled up line drive, and but the Barflies still managed to get 3 in the bottom of the third to go up 11-5. Highlight of that was the triple by Patrick. To score another run. Sliding in there. Left fielder unable to make the diving play to keep it to a single or a double. Ball got all the way back to the what would be the warning track. So with Patrick having been on base, part of the speed-up rules in baseball is having a warm-up catcher. So you saw that there, the exchange, while the catcher was on the bases as a runner. Needs to get all of his gear on, and while he's getting his gear on, we want to make sure that we're progressing with the warm-up pitches, and we'll throw somebody in there to help the pitcher there in between innings during warm-up while the catcher's getting ready. So here we go, we got Dortmund up. Third inning, they only sent 4 to the plate. Lucky to get a run off of the hit by pitch and sacrifice fly. Leading off the inning is Bronish. Oh, slow chopper to third base with Patrick makes it look easy with the solid throw to get him out at first. So 1 down. Donald Miser. And apologies for any name that's being missed for him. You know that? So his bunt pulls it back, but still calls strike 1. So it doesn't seem like Chris is spraying as much up on the outside and things like that. Still not as much as control that I was used to in last year. That might have been a 2022 peak. Calls it off at strike 2. A little low ball. Well, that brings it a full count. Yeah, outside. Ball 4. Puts the runner on. And we set things up. Nice guy. Holter. He walked his first time up in the second inning.
Laut sei, Christoph! Ja, das freut mich. Aber du musst reden.
Oh, nice pitch. Falls right in there for the ball strike. Oh, that wasn't necessary. There's only 1 out. But, the runner will take a chance to steal second. That's an interesting rule with the drop third strike. The one of those little known rules, and as new players come into the league and they're learning.
Weg! Sei lauter, komm! Achtet auf das Spiel!
So the rule kind of goes like this, if I get this right. So when you have 2 strikes against you, that comes strike 3, winning or not, it doesn't matter. If the ball is in the dirt, so here we go, grounder over to shortstop, and it's an off throw that's going to get through past Ilya, and it's going to move the runner from second over to third, otherwise the batter runner stays at first. Alright, so the drop third is right there. If there are less than 2 outs, and the catcher drops the third strike, you're allowed to run to first base and try to get there before the ball gets there, only if first base is not occupied. So there's a chopper to the second baseman, and it's not able to handle that. That's going to allow the run to come in from third base so that Düsseldorf gets another one on the board. So with the drop third strike, if there are 2 outs, then you're allowed to run to first regardless. So even if it's occupied, you can try to get to first. However, in that instance, the other runners do need to advance as well. And so one of those mental things within the game, you need to always be paying attention and understand how many outs there are, how many strikes, what can happen. And so a lot of times, inexperienced players, or even experienced players, like sometimes a strategy, like if there is a drop third strike, they'll run to first base in a hard sprint and try to draw a throw from the catcher regardless of whether there's 2 outs or not. And oh, nice one. Did he get him? No, they're going to call him safe. All right, that was a good try. And so what happens when you have that sprint, somebody sprinting to first, even though they're not even allowed to do that, right? And even if they made it there, they wouldn't be able to stay there. It catches the defense off guard sometimes, and they'll start making errant throws and causing all kinds of confusion on the bases in the defense, and even on the offense sometimes. So there you go, strike 3, gets out of the inning, and we'll be heading to the bottom of the 4th.
Der Felix kann noch fit.
Ja, ich habe ihm schon gesagt, wenn es nicht mehr geht, soll er aufhören. Also. Ja.
Können wir uns auf das Spiel einstellen?
Ja. Also, der Pitcher. Der Niklas. Richtig, der Niklas, der geht vom Mount auf Shortstop. Der Andreas, der geht von Short. Ja, Rockel von Shortstop auf Second.
Dann kann ich mich jetzt
Dann Norman ist hier, also der Second Baseman geht raus.
Hey, ich halte es heute durch.
Dann Torrens, Wolfgang Torrens von Left Field auf Pitcher.
Ja, auf geht's, Herr Wolfgang. Bring die rein.
Und der Honig Right Field geht raus, dafür kommt Kubinski rein.
Genau so. Dann nennen Sie die Zone.
Richtig.
Das ist das, was ich möchte.
Dann wär's. Left Field, ja, Left Field, sorry. Da kommt Left Field, da Tobias.
Alright, so it looks like we have a pitcher change. Coming in to pitch for Düsseldorf, it will be Lorenz. He comes in from left field. In for Ganon Nieser is Makar, and Markarat is going to be in left field. Second baseman, so over from shortstop, Rocco moves from shortstop to second base. And Colfer goes from the mound over to shortstop.
Ich mach noch mal einmal ganz von vorne. So, von allen. Einmal von vorne.
Ich hab dich, Andi.
Dann habe ich
Okay, Niklas.
Ja. Alles mitnehmen. Okay. Alles klar. Soll ich fürs nächste Mal die Nummern einfach sagen?
That was a good warm-up throw. Can handle though.
Nummern? Also komm ich klar.
Mit dem habe ich gesprochen. Der hat mir gesagt, mach's raus. Mit dem habe ich Kontakt aus der Tschechoslowakei.
Alright, so we're heading to the bottom of the fourth. The Barflies are up by 5. Düsseldorf has just changed their defense, and up to bat is Sven for strike one. Sven has struck out his last 2 at bats. See if he can get on base this time.
Ja gut, dann sind das... Ja, klar. Ja, nochmal ein Support. Also, ich weiß ja nicht, so ein Tennisplatz, natürlich mit rechts und links und vorne Platz. Da ist nochmal eine Halle, aber da mache ich wahrscheinlich was mit Dienstluft. Da muss man mal gucken, was ich da reingesetzt habe.
So swing and a chopper over to third baseman. The third man makes an errant throw over the first. Pulls the first baseman off of the bag for spins in there for a ground ball single.
Hey Jungs, nichts passiert, seid wach da. Infield, 2 und 1, komm. Wach bleiben, Outfield, an die 3.
So leadoff runner on first, always a good sign. See if they can get things going here with 0 out. Not always just have to wait for 2 out. So a high ball 1. That might have been a pitch. That might have been a pitch out to see if the runner was going. It is going to be a fair ball right on the line. Nice runner, and he could send home from first base. So with a stand-up double is Daniel Bunza. Scoring all the way from first is Sven for the first run of the evening. For the first run of the inning. Right on the line. So as it was tapping away, grounder to short. They're going to try to turn 2. They're calling him safe at second. That's a tough play to see over from where the umpire is at. Sliding in. Alright, so looks like that might have been a foul ball. Let's peek at the official score sheet. Yep, so that was a foul ball. We have to scratch what we had before. So that ball on the line wasn't a foul ball. Runner gets sent back. Then got sent back to first. But came up still with a single. Daniel came up with the single, and in the score on the ball will be Sven. So since that score already scored earlier, I don't have to adjust the scoreboard. Got Toby up. He lined into that double play after the top of the third. Well, in the bottom of the third. I was the second batsman.
Die habe ich schon, die müssen da stimmen sie nicht zu. Weil die Bebauungsgeschichte, also die Nutzungsfläche dort nicht dafür vorgesehen ist, für Tennis. Daher müssen offizielle Formular beziehungsweise einen Antrag.
But he did have that double.
Laufen kann. Und sehe ich das so gemacht? Nee, leider nicht. Die im Grün gehört.
And scored in the second.
Ja, auch entfernt, aber ja, es ist halt so. Ja, und das müssen wir jetzt abklären, obwohl dahinter irgendwo eine Hundeschule ist.
So he'll draw a walk, and with runners on the corner, no out, and brings Kevin to the plate.
Infield. Geht das Double Play.
Kevin's been on base all 3 at-bats, plate appearances. They are at-bats. He had 2 singles and reached on an error. Runner goes, a called strike, but with the stand-up steal. Is Toby. So 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody down.
Ja, ja. Das ist das. Ja, wir jetzt, wie gesagt, wir haben jetzt, wir sind werden, also sind die Nummer 1 da, aber wie gesagt, ohne diese Nutzungsänderung machen wir. Also das zieht sich jetzt noch ein paar Tage oder ein paar Wochen, dann müssen wir halt mal abwarten. Nicht,
Curveball, and it's going to fall in for a single. Tagging up is Daniel, so he'll get in there. But it was a little too shallow for Toby to make his way to third. So the runner from third scores. And we have runners on first and second. Brings Patrick Balk to the plate. He grounded to the second baseman in the first inning, had a 2 RBI single in the second, and walked and scored in the third. Barflies being patient now with a little lack of accuracy on Düsseldorf's pitching. They're waiting for their pitch. Runner goes, and great jump. No chance, even if he didn't bobble. Oh, just missed the corner on the curveball. Sometimes those lazy curves are the hardest to get. Now waiting on that bat, he's got it over the head of the right fielder. That's going to easily score 2, and in with an easy stand-up double is Patrick Balk. Right fielder was playing really short. And that will bring the conference together at the mound. We're going to say a pitch and change.
Barflies, bist du bereit?
No, not yet.
Gleich, kommst du fragen.
Hey Felix,
So it's a fly ball, also deep to
Hold it, hold it.
the right field. That's going to be another stand-up double for
Geht down to the cutoff line.
Marcel, and brings home Patrick on that fly ball.
Guter Wolfgang.
So Patrick, he had that triple his last at bat. Another one right on the line, but foul. So back-to-back doubles, bring in 3 runs for the Barflies. 2 hits, well, 2 singles, 2 doubles, and a base on balls so far in this inning.
oh, schöner Pitch.
Deep fly ball to left field, right at the line. Left fielder had it. And Marcel in with the slide as third on the tag up. Ball gets away on the throw, all the way back to the backstop, and is able to run in and score on that tag up all the way from second base. Heads up base running, that shows the experience. Yes.
Sauber zu dir. Immer loben, wenn ihr es helft. Komm weiter, Wolfgang.
So with the bases empty now, that brings Ilya up to the plate. And he's going to continue things here with a single blooper over the shortstop.
Schön gemacht da.
So with 1 down, that looks like it's going to do it now for the Düsseldorf, for Thorens. So Thorens comes out and Mulo comes in. Number 31. On the offense, Golenia also comes out, and Basti is in. So Basti will start off in right field. Munza moves over to left field.
Flo? Ja. Wie viele Warm-Up-Pitches noch?
So Tice is up, and stealing is Ilya. But they're calling that a balk. So Ilya moves to second on the balk, even though he would have also been there safe on the stolen base. Tice pitching, or Tice hitting. In their first strike one. Runner goes, and out by a mile. Guess you can do that when you're up by 6, but not very smart.
Bauch wird man nicht schneller. Bitte? So, Bauch wird man nicht schneller. Soll ich? Ich sagen, wir sind Fahrer. Und deine Fahrer?
So 2 down. So now 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a pop-up, and it's going to land in fair, but Tice wasn't running, so he will be put out at first. Catcher to the first baseman. That's a rough way to end that inning. Everything's going so well, and then you have a caught stealing on the bases simply for trying to do something that's not really that possible. Drew a balk the first time. Ilya drew the balk the first time, but then no balk on his second attempt when he's moving from second to third. And then here with Tice popping up in the infield, ball wasn't caught, but had he ran full sprint over to first, he would have been safe. So rough way. Kind of lulled into sleep there with the pitcher change. So we head into the fifth. Barflies are up by 6, 15-9. There's some good fair play. So I just noticed the score bugs here all messed up, so if you've been scoring along, let me know in the comments here where it messed up, and that way we can go back and clean up this automation. Winning on this. Overall, in dominating performance by the Barflies on offense, taking what they can at the plate, running out the doubles, running out the triples, getting the runs in. So despite a little bit of control challenges with ice, they've still been able to get runners out, several strikeouts, and put out. On the flip side, Düsseldorf, the pitching hasn't been as accurate as Bochum, and those pitches that did come near the plate, Bochum's been able to capitalize on those. So the first runner's on, leadoff, usually a good sign. So this Zielinski struck out in the first inning, sacrifice fly in the third. also good to see, even though there's that 11-run lead, you're still paying attention to the runners. That one's in there for a strike. There's a blooper over the second baseman. That's going to get in there for a single. Runner from second goes to third. Or runner from first goes to third. Those Bulos first at bat. In at pitcher. Runner goes, and they're going to see if they can get the runner coming in from third like they did before, but that wasn't on. Don't forget to subscribe and set that alarm bell so that you get notifications when other games come up, especially the 14 games that we'll have this season. This year we got 8 teams in our league. Next to the Bochum Barflies, we have returning opponents: Dortmund, Paderborn, Minden, and Hagen. Moving out of the league this year is Wuppertal. They're moving over to the Parallel League. And dropping down from the Verbandsliga, the NRW Liga, is Wuppertal. That was a close pick, and I think Pat thought he had it, but from way across the diamond, hard to make that play, make that call. So loads up the bases. Coming in from the lower league this year is familiar faces with Lippstadt and Reina. Reina working their way back in 2 years ago. They did not field a team. They had a hobby team. Last year they started up again, and as per the rules, they had to start in the lower league, so they went out and placed well enough in the Bezirksliga that they're able to move up and join us in the Landesliga again this year. Same thing with Lippstadt. We've faced off against Lippstadt many times, and they had fallen down to the Bezirksliga a few years back, but I'd like to see their program running so that they're able to get back into the Landesliga. It can be sometimes hard for a club when they go down in a league that they lose some players who want to continue playing in the upper leagues. strikeout. Good example, Basti wanted moved over, so you see Basti coming in. He's in the pitch here for us, and Basti is now in Dortmund, having a great time with their first team in the second Bundesliga. Sorry to see him go after the 2022 season, but glad to see that he's getting along in Dortmund. From what I hear, he's playing second base for the Wanderers. The Wanderers have 3 attending the trainer training. I mentioned last week in our first preview game where we showed Dortmund and Bochum, where both Kai and Anna were playing in that game. Both of them are in the trainer training. But also the coach from the Wanderers, Marcus, he is also in the training, joining us this year, and had a great chance to talk to him a few times as we were carpooling to Rottingen, and I look forward to interviewing him in the next few weeks and getting that out. So look forward to that. So it's 1 down. Baski's the new pitcher. Almost forgot to change the lineup behind the scenes. There's a foul ball. So perhaps in the logging I'll have to go back and change that. I think our first 2 pitches ended up being credited to Chris. Swinging ball in play, left field. Ball is caught easily by Daniel out there and brought in to prevent a run from scoring. So 2 down. So just trying to keep the runs off the board. Again, we have the 10-run mercy rule doesn't come into effect until the 7th inning. Currently, the mercy rule would activate with a 15-run difference. Oh, that's some great movement there on That's sliding. Looks like it's coming right at the batter, but okay, wild pitch, and he got it. The runner's too late coming in, and with a great throw back. So Patrick is able to hustle back on the overthrow to get back to the backstop, get the ball, get it back to Basti to make the tag as the runner's trying to come in to score.
Ja, kann ich nachher wieder sauber machen. Die Kurve an direkt. Ich hab sie gestern schön sauber gemacht, jetzt sind sie wieder. Ja, ja. Geht schneller als man gucken kann, Volker. Ich habe keine Ahnung von dir, aber diese Spiele. Hallo nochmal. Ja, aber nicht der Pitch.
So we head to the bottom of the fifth. Have a few lineup changes. We have Thunder moving over to second base. We have Rocco coming out. He is replaced by Konzev. And that's the thing. Staying in to pitch is Bülow. And he will be facing he'll be facing Basti and Toby and Pep.
Coming second.
Da sind die Leute neben mir her bis zur Umkleide gegangen und haben gesagt, das war normal. Genau. Das waren die Top 5.
Alright, so Basti with his first at bat.
Ich durfte Baseball machen
He's gonna fly, up fly, and it's Third baseman is there. Oh, it's out of his hand. Out of the glove, and Barflies in there safe on an error. Third baseman parked right underneath it, and it popped right out of his glove.
Der war natürlich extrem schnell.
So Daniel takes ball one as Barflies goes in for field second. And a grounder to third baseman. Nobody's at third, so Barflies going to run in and take third easily as the ball gets away from the third baseman again, and Daniel's in there for a single. So back to the top of the lineup. Runners on the corners. There's a balk. It looked like a funny step off. So the runners will move up and Barflies will come in to score. Barflies balk, scores on a balk. There's Toby with the grounder in the gap between first and second. He's going to be in there easy. Pulling up at third is Daniel. Brings up Kevin. Kevin's been up, has 3 singles and reached an error. On the pitch, Kobe wins the second easily for one base. And a fly ball. 2. Who's going to call it? That's the second baseman. Is going to get it. And coming in for the tag up is Daniel, but he's going to be called out at the plate. Oh, and he's so disappointed. So doubling up from the second baseman all the way home. Brings up Patrick Bach. With 2 down. fouls it out. Oh, grounded to short, long throw. It's not going to be in time. And we safe at first. That brings in another run. Set the clock. There you go. Here we go. So that's Patrick with the RBI single. Marcel up. He had a double his last at that. Just sitting on the ball, waiting for a fly, and it's going to be missed by the pitcher. And this time, Marcel learned from Tice and ran to first, so he's safe at first. And all the way over from doing a first to third is Patrick. So runners at the corners. And it looks like the same move, but they're not going to call that a balk. It looked like a balk like they did the last time, but they're not going to go for it. So they will just go as a stolen base for ourselves. Oh, 2 down, runners at second and third. That's Schultz at the plate. He's going to hit it straight up the middle. That's going to score 2, I bet. Or are they going to hold him? Nope, they're going to hold him at third. So, RBI single right up the middle. Runner's still at the corners. Yeah, corners again. 2 down. So this is where we start thinking, are we going to get into that 15-run rule? Yeah, 20-6. This could end it. One more run is going to end the game. All ball. So with the winning run 90 feet away, and Ilya bring this game home. It's a chopper right up the middle, back to the second baseman. The second baseman makes the throw and is out at first. So good play from Düsseldorf to get out of it and get out of the mercy rule. Live to see another inning. And I will be right back.
Ich habe ihn noch geschickt. Ganz genau, du hast dann diese Animation.
All right, heading to the top of the 6th. And if the score stays the same as it is now, then there's an inning and a half left to play. So you got Marcel, I'm sorry, you got Basti, Marcel's still at short. Basti's on the mound, facing his second batter. He will face 9, 1, and 2. So this is Coulter, Vaughn, and then Conway. Miss. 1-1. Out. Oh, called strike 3. I'm not sure if that was a check swing or it was in there. I do know from my own personal experience that sometimes that check swing is called as an actual swing. Calls it back.
Jetzt bin ich in der Position, alle wegzuhauen. Will ich nicht mehr zum Flow, jetzt kann ich tief machen. Ein Ball für Strike. Play! Strike! Swing!
Ooh, called strike 3. Not happy with that one. So 2 down. Here comes Thunder. Again, Bochum only needs 1 more run in the bottom of the 6th at this current score in order to go home with the win. So Düsseldorf needs to try to get some on here to prevent, at least add a couple more runs, close that gap a little bit. Oh, there's a fly ball into the gap between between center and right, and he'll be going in for a double. What? Oh, he looked out by a mile, but they're going to call him safe, and he's going to be in there with the fly ball and a double. Wow. Look from here on the replay, looked like he was out by a mile on that. So a good relay from Toby, hustling over there to center field. No worries though. To the lefty. So this is Cons in his first at bat. So having just had my umpire training the first weekend, that's something that we learned in the 2-man system was the pivot and go. So when you're over at the strike 3 for the out of the inning. So that will take us to the bottom of the 6th. The Barflies are up by 14. They need 1 run to activate the 15-run mercy rule and go home. But typically when you have a 2-man system, there's nobody on. You will have the umpire over at the A position, which is what everybody's familiar with watching online, where you see the umpire over at first base, right on the line behind first base. And what will happen in a 2-man system, if there's an obvious base hit into the outfield like that was, the umpire will run towards the pitcher's mound. Once they pass the base path between first and second, they'll do a little pivot move towards the foul line so that they can see the runner step on the bag, and then lead/follow the runner into second base so that they can be there for an eventual potential tag at second. And there's exactly that scenario here where the runner looked like he was out from a mile, at least from this high angle view behind home. But trying to call that from at ground level from across the field from 90 feet away is very difficult. Then again, we also learned that the umpire is always right. Keep that in mind. So coming up in the bottom of the sixth, we have Tice and Basti and Daniel. And they will try to get 1 run from the 3 of them, and so that we can call the game. The first baseman was denied on that around the horn. So here we go. Bottom of the sixth. Goal is to get 1 run in. Nice, takes ball 1. Oh, there's a fly ball to left field. The left fielder slipped, and it's going to drop in for a single and maybe a double. He's in there for a double. So the winning run is on second now with the solid leadoff double by Tice. So it looked like the left fielder got a little bit hung, and when he tried to plant and switch to go back towards the center field, he slipped the fell, and that allowed the ball to get in there and allowed Tice to get into second. So leadoff runner in scoring position, winning run at second. And you got Basti Bach at the plate. Oh, and there's a little blooper over into left field. That's going to move the runner to third base. Now with the winning run 90 feet away, no outs, Daniel comes to the plate. So taking all the way for ball 1, that also allowed Basti to move over to second base, eliminating and it's the tag up. It's going to score, and that should do it.
Vorhin hat er jetzt bei 21,6.
Gut, 21,6. Okay, voll gelb.
Yep, and that's ball game. So hats off to the Barflies, 21-6, hosting the Düsseldorf Senators 2, the Landesliga in April of 2022. So this is a gameplay replay that the Barflies are using to test out their infrastructure heading into the 2024 season, so that we can bring live streams to all of our fans across the world. And as a breakdown for today's game, we had the Barflies with 21 runs off of 22 hits with 3 errors over the Senators 2 with 6 runs, 6 hits, and 4 errors. The losing pitcher on the Senators side is Coulter. He allowed 11 runs on 12 hits. Rocco scored twice. Wirtz and Sander each had 2 RBIs. For the Barflies, the winning pitcher was Tice. He only allowed 6 runs on 6 hits with 7 strikeouts. Schultz singled, doubled, and tripled and had 5 RBIs. And then Patrick Bach drove in 5 runs and scored 4 times himself. So this was way back in April 2022. The next game after that game was, of course, on May 8th, 2022 in Oakville. However, that is not accurate as of this recording. But yeah, we look forward to hosting more test runs this off season as we head into 2024, and we hope to see you at the ball field as well. And if you're interested in playing or learning, swing on by, give us a call, reach out to us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or per email. Come by the field, talk to us. We'd be happy to help you, introduce you to the game of baseball. And yeah, look forward to it. And let us know your comments below, how you thought things ran this time. We did take a bunch of things off wrote down a bunch of things to make sure. So there were some things with the automation, especially with base runners and scores not tallying correctly. And so we will look to tighten that up as we head into our third test next week. So thanks again, and don't forget to like, subscribe, sign up for those alerts, and so that you can see the next game that we come out. And if you have any preferences, let us know too. Let us know if there's a game that you remember that you'd love to see us show on replay. Have a great one. Bye.